Hey guys, Chris from Flow Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to install our canards on a pre-facelift Cerato GT. Let's go. Okay, first step, clean. We just got to clean and prepare the surface before we even touch the canards. We just got some standard quick detailer that we have in the workshop. So spray it down, give it a good clean, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, the next step is to apply the template onto the car. Now this template will help you locate the canards. So what we're going to do is prepare just some masking tape, a few strips. I'll just put it along here. I'll tape it on and move it into position. And then from there, we'll peel it off and I'll show you the next step. Okay, how I like to do it is I like to align this corner there with the black factory lip. So if you just line that corner up there and then follow the wheel arch, that gives you the perfect spot. Once you have that, you'll be able to wrap it around and fold the corners along that line. Right, so now that the template's on the car, the next step is to peel away the perforated location of where the canards will be. So we'll peel it off and that will reveal where the canards will live, and then we'll move on to assembly. Okay, now we move on to the fun part. So our canard comes in multiple parts. So you've got the main part, which is the dive plane. You've got the supports that go on the side of the car, and they work with the brackets. Then you've got the hardware, tape, and the primer alcohol wipes. So I'll show you how to put it all together before putting it onto the car. Okay, so now we need to assemble the supports. There's two, there's an upper and a lower, and they work with the L brackets, which is also threaded at the back. So you want to grab either one. Just make sure that the textured side is facing out. This is facing the car. So that's where the tape and that's going to go. When it comes to assembling the brackets, you just want to just put it in here. There's a locating pin. Goes in there, just like so. And you know you've got it in the right orientation when the brackets are pointing outwards and the thread's facing the bottom like that. I'll just do it again on this side. Texture facing outwards. Brackets also facing outwards. And the thread is facing down, like that. Now that's done, we'll move on to the next step, which is the taping and priming. Okay, next step is to apply the primer. So what we do is we apply on both surfaces, one on the support and the other on the car. You get two sticks. What it does is it just creates a stronger bond between the two surfaces. So I'll show you how to use it. There is a glass cartridge inside. What you're gonna do is you're gonna puncture it just by squeezing, it'll crack. Give it a shake and it'll come out. So we're good to go and apply that now. We apply primer to the supports. Now we need to apply primer to the lower canard, the lower dive plane. So there's a little line indicating where it makes contact with the bumper. So just make sure you apply primer there also. You don't need to do it to the larger piece. Okay, now that the primer is all done, saving one for the car. Now it's gonna apply the tape to the support. Just make sure you get the right ones because it is directional. Also, don't forget the little one for the canard. All right, now that we have the supports all assembled, the next step is to alcohol wipe the surface of the car where the supports will go, and then primer. Okay, now that the primer's done, we can go ahead and stick the Canard supports on the car. The smaller one's at the bottom and the big one's at the top. Okay, now that I've placed it, you've got to hold it down for 30 to maybe a minute if you have the time, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, I've left the supports to sort of bond for a few minutes. I did hold it down for a period of time. Now that that's all on the car, we can just take the template off. Okay, now we're going to install the dive planes. I like to start from the bottom and work my way upwards. Also, you do need a bit of primer just where that painted section is, because the dive planes will stick there. So we have plenty left. Just apply that there, and then we'll get to installing. Okay, to install the dive planes, the tools you need is a 2.5mm hex bit. If you don't have a hex bit, there is an Allen key that's part of the kit and it's provided. I like to start this way, so I like to start just off the paintwork first. Align all the holes. Once I see the holes, I can press down and then put my bolts in. Okay, now we're going to do the upper dive plane. I like to start with the middle hole, that way it will give the Canards its shape. And you know you have it in the right position because the sort of rounded edge of this section here lines up with the Canard. Okay, Canard install all done. It looks great, especially with our lip kit and all accessories all tying together. So everything I did was obviously on one side of the car. You'll be working on both sides. I hope this video helps. If not, just give us a call. We'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.